Welcome back. This is Elaine and Dennis, and we're continuing our two-step lessons. And now we are going to do a figure called a scissors, or more aptly called a progressive scissors. A scissors step, let me get on this side, because we are progressing down line of dance. A scissors, and the easiest way to describe it as a progressive box. Now, if you remember a progressive box, we stayed in this position and we did a half a box forward and forward again, going back for the ladies. But with the scissors, we are doing that progression, but I'm not staying in this closed position. Well, I'm either outside of her footwork on this side, or I'm outside of her footwork on this side. That's where we end up. Okay? While we do the side close, we're still facing. Again, when I close my feet, I'm changing the weight. So whenever you hear the term close, that's what I'm looking at. This is not a step touch. It's a step close. So I'm changing the weight. So with the scissors, we do the first side close. And I take a little side close. Elaine takes a bigger side close. So I end up outside her feet in this position. This position is called sidecar. Okay? So our first side close, again, we're starting with our lead foot. Is a side close. I'm taking a small step. Elaine's taking a little bit bigger side close. And we're kind of turning ourselves so that my next step will be forward outside of her. And Elaine still goes back. Just like a progressive box. With a progressive box, I do a side close forward. Elaine going back. But in this case, I do a side close and I step forward out here. And that is a scissors. I'm crossing a little bit. I'm stepping outside. I'm also progressing. And that's why we're doing a progressive scissors. Okay? So here we are in close. Try it. Do a scissors to sidecar. Side close forward. I don't need to say to sidecar, because after you do a scissors from a closed position, that's where you go, to sidecar. Alright, here we are in sidecar, and we'll do another scissors with our trailing foot. We do a side close cross. Now if we started from closed, and we started with our trailing foot, we would do a side close, but we would turn to this other position. Side close forward. Alright, again, we cross a little bit. So, depending upon whether you're starting with your lead foot or your trailing foot, will determine what position you finish in. So if we start with our lead foot, and typically, if you're dancing social dancing, most round dancing, you will start with your lead foot. You do a side close, you cross a little bit going to sidecar. Then you always face to do the next side close. Side close, and step forward into banjo position. Okay? And then we can continue with a box step. You face and do a side close. Always try and face each other when you do the side close, including doing it with the scissors. So we're facing, we do a scissors to sidecar, and now we're faced to do a scissors to banjo. Side close and step into banjo. Watch it with music, try it. We'll just do scissors a couple of times. We'll do a box, and we'll do scissors again. Okay, let's put on some music. We will start with a box step. Ready? Box, go. Scissors to sidecar, scissors to banjo, to a box. Scissors to sidecar, scissors to banjo, to a box. Let's face this way. Scissors to sidecar, scissors to banjo, box. Scissors to sidecar, scissors to banjo, box. Alright, now, instead of a regular box, I will cue a progressive box and see the difference. We will start with a progressive box. Ready? Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Oh, I didn't progress that time. Let's start over again. Ready? Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. Progressive box. Progressive scissors to a box, regular box. Progressive scissors. Broken box. Progressive scissors. Left turning box. Progressive scissors. Box. Reverse box. Progressive scissors. Box. Progressive scissors. Box. Good. I want to warn you that I do want to put another figure in there called a turning two-step, which we just did in the last lesson. So I'm going to do that now. So let's do it again, a little music, and we will do progressive scissors and two turning. In case you have some doubts as to how to do it, we're facing line of dance. Our progressive scissors has us in banjo. So to do two turning two steps, we have to turn to face each other and then go side, close, turn, side, close, turn. Okay? What I'm going to ask you to do is we'll do two turning two steps, but I'm going to cue it so that you don't go all the way around. Here's a case where I want you to do two turning two steps, but I don't want you to end up facing where you start from. When we do two turning two steps, we typically start from facing the wall for a minute. Alright, so we just got through doing progressive scissors. We're facing line of dance. So now I'm going to turn to face the wall to do two turning. So we will do two turning, but I don't want you to end up facing the wall. I want you to end up facing line of dance. So I'm going to ask you to cut the two turning short a little bit. You will turn just 3/4. Very common. So watch, then rewind and practice it again. Let's put on some music. We will start with a box step. You're in closed position facing line of dance. Alright, ready? Box, go. Progressive scissors. Two turning two steps. Face line of dance. Box. Progressive scissors. Two turning two steps. Face line of dance. Box. Progressive scissors. Two turning two steps. steps. Baseline of dance. Box. 2 forward, 2 steps. Box. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Baseline of dance. Box. 2 forward, 2 steps. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Progressive scissors. Box. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Progressive scissors. Box. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Let's do that again. Box. Progressive box. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Box. Progressive scissors. 2 turning, 2 steps. Face the wall. Box. Left turning box. Box. Roll and box. 2 turning, 2 steps. Side 2 step each way. All right. Woo! Scissors. It's done a lot. We'll be using it a lot in our next few lessons. This is Elena Dennis from Gloversville, New York.